steering the ship is Brock Purdy. And, we have given him a lot of credit, and people have given him a lot of credit. And they've also had a lot of questions for him. And it seemed for a while, game after game, he was kind of putting those questions to bed. And now, the fan base and the NFL is wondering, is Brock Purdy bad now? Does he suck? How are you looking at Brock Purdy this Monday? Does everything change after one game? How are you feeling today?
I mean, I'm looking at Brock Purdy the exact same way I was before today, right? And I still think he's a really good quarterback. Look, like he was gonna have a bad game eventually. Like we were just waiting for that shoe to drop. It finally did. And I think you feel a lot better knowing that at least it was against one of the top defenses in the league. Like what the Browns are doing right now is actually like kind of historical.
Yeah.
So I'll give Brock that. At least it was, facing a very tough defense. You're not going to see a defense like this every single week. And what he did in previous games was also real. So I don't think we can discredit that. I know that people who weren't maybe a big fan of Purdy to begin with, or had certain thoughts about Brock Purdy, are now trying to use that game to like confirm, their priors or whatever they had thought of him before. Oh, he's not good. Oh, look what happens when he doesn't have Christian McCaffrey in the game, when he doesn't have Debo, which is so silly because like so many quarterbacks, their play will, digress a little bit without, their top playmakers. So I don't exactly get that point. But, I'm not too worried about it. I think Brock had some misses. Like for me, it was similar to the week 2 game where he was missing guys deep. And so he had a couple of those in this game against the Browns too, in which had those been accurate throws, like we could be talking about a completely different game, right? So I think he's gonna work on it. You could tell it was a frustrating game for him out there. You could just see it on his face. So I think he's gonna learn from it and he's gonna grow from it too. I'm not too worried about it. I think he's still a really good quarterback. He's still the right quarterback for this 49ers team.